What's going on, guys? This is Atlas. Thanks for stopping by. This video is going to be a breakdown on Arlosoroff. For those of you who are new to the channel and or you just haven't taken the time to watch the first 5 GbC series episodes. So this is strictly Arlosoroff. And as we know, Arlosoroff equals out to 222 in reverse ordinal in gematria, which is the ancient Kabbalistic practice of coding numbers into words. Now, between 9/11, 2011 and 3/11, 2020, it has been exactly 222 months, right? Now, why are those dates important? Because the WHO declares the coronavirus outbreak a pandemic on March 11, 2020. That's 222 months between 9/11, 2001 and 3/11, 2020. As we see here. That's crazy. That's just disgusting, right? Because you know what happened on 9/11, 2001. And 3/11, 2020, of course, that is the 9th anniversary of the nuclear meltdown at Fukushima. Okay? Now, anyway, as the headline reads, Zionist leader Haim Arlosoroff was murdered so that Israel could live. He had just returned to Tel Aviv from negotiating the Haavara agreement in Germany. 2 days later, on the morning of the day of his murder, 6/16/1899, or June 16th, 1899, Arlosoroff was in Jerusalem on business. When Arlosoroff came home at 5:15 p.m., the couple decided to stay in Tel Aviv for the night. At 8:30 p.m., they ate dinner at the beachfront Kate Dan Hotel. At 9:30 p.m., they finished dinner and went for a walk on the beach. This is when they noticed they were being stalked by 2 men, who then walked toward the Arlosoroffs. One of them shined a light. Now, remember that passage there, shined a light. Remember those words for future video reference. One of them shined a light in Haim Arlosoroff's face. "Why are you bothering us?" asked Arlosoroff. And Sima, annoyed. Sima, his wife. What an interesting name, if that's how you pronounce it. I wonder if that's where they got Simba from the Lion King from. It probably is. You know how all this works. Anyway, and Sima, annoyed, pleaded with the men to leave them alone. "How much is the time?" asked the tall one, cryptically. That's a very odd way of asking what time it is, guys, don't you think? Anyway, "It's none of your business," replied Arlosoroff. "How much is the time?" came the question, so awkwardly worded once again. Saying the word awkwardly, very awkward. Haim and Sima Arlosoroff began to walk away. The short stalker drew out a gun and fired at once, hitting Haim Arlosoroff in his stomach. Then the 2 men ran away. Arlosoroff later died in the hospital. That is a very strange name to announce, Arlosoroff. I mean, it just rolls off the tongue, very weird. Anyway, Arlosoroff later died in the hospital, like I said. So 2 days after returning to Tel Aviv, he was assassinated by 2 men and died 3 hours later. Out of this, we of course get 223. Right? 223. Wow. This man also has a birthday of February 23rd. 223. 1899. Alright? Interesting stuff. Anyway, he was born on 223, 1899, and died at the age of 34. 2 plus 2 equals 4. Carry the 3, and you have his age of death calculated from his day of birth. Now in gematria, novel coronavirus equals 223 in English ordinal. Anyway, back to the story. Let's see here. Not the who. You guys can read that if you want to. Anyways, even though his wife Sima identified the two men, I mean, she identified them. She knew who they were. They were eventually acquitted of the crime of assassination, murder, cold-blooded murder. Does that make much sense to you? It doesn't to me. It doesn't add up. But this whole story, none of it makes sense. And there's way too many coincidences. I really don't believe in a coincidence. But anyway, the flashlight man of the two just happened to be named Abraham Stavsky. You know, like Abraham Lincoln, who was assassinated. This man died 50 yards from the very spot where he was involved in the shooting of Haim Arlosoroff 15 years later. How interesting is that? Look at that dapper young man there. See, there it is. 15 years and 5 days. Exclude the 5 days. And you remember the time, let's see, the time he got home was at 5:15, was it not? Let's see, where's this at? Yeah, here we are. Yeah, 5:15. So 50 yards in 15 years. When the zero is not counted for, you get 5:15. Just another strange coincidence. Anyway, it's even more interesting that the Arlosoroffs were supposed to be going out of town for the weekend that day, and instead decided to stay in Tel Aviv for the night. As you can see. Anyways, remember that weird question, how much is the time? In gematria, how much is the time equals out to 233. That's reverse ordinal. Now, Senator Rand Paul comes into play because 23/3/2020, Senator Rand Paul tested positive for the coronavirus. Now, he just happened to be the only senator to vote against a bipartisan $8 billion deal to provide emergency coronavirus funding earlier that month. The same date, 23/3/20 or 3/23/20, Harvey Weinstein, whatever, tested positive for coronavirus. Just 12 days after receiving a 23-year prison sentence. So on 23/3/20, 12 days after receiving a 23-year prison sentence is when he tested positive for coronavirus. You know? But anyway, that 23-year sentence was for sexual assault and rape, as we know. Sicko. Also, both men already have underlying health issues, as Rand Paul is missing part of one of his lungs, as we just saw in a previous tab, and Weinstein has heart palpitations and high blood pressure. Weinstein just celebrated his 68th birthday 9 days after his conviction on 3/19/20. The media loves their 3s, 6s, and 9s, don't they, guys? Don't they? Now, if you're new to this channel, we often quote Nikola Tesla's "The 3, 6, and 9 represent the pathways that force energy/information manifest through to form material." If you only knew the magnificence of the 3, 6, and 9, then you would have a key to the universe. Oh, look at that lovely Freemason symbol down there. Gotta love it. Gotta love it, guys. Gotta love it. It's everywhere. Anyways, we see these numbers used everywhere. I've got another video with the breakdown of the numbers in gematria on Haim Arlosoroff in the making, to be released next, and something else that's pretty huge and in the making to come out after that. But here's a bit more information on Haim Arlosoroff before we depart. During her school days, Magda Ritschl, who later became the wife of Joseph Goebbels, met and became close friends with Lisa during her school days. Magda Ritschl later became the wife of Joseph Goebbels. Isn't that quite interesting? Met and became close friends with Lisa Arlosoroff, Haim Arlosoroff's sister. Magda met Haim at university. They became lovers, and she got involved with him in Zionist affairs, according to Lisa's diary. Magda fervently participated in the debates of the group Tikwath Zion on the future of Palestine and learnt Hebrew. She wore a necklace with the Star of David that he gave her as a love token, and they even planned to immigrate to Palestine together. However, the relationship ended with the departure of Haim, who Magda did not want to follow. She then went on to marry, divorce, and then marry once again. This final time, it was Joseph Goebbels she became the wife of, and from there went on to commonly being referred to as the First Lady of the Third Reich. Now, Joseph Goebbels just happened to be Reich's Minister of Propaganda, who insisted that the propaganda film The Eternal Jew be made, and I'll let you guys have a look at that if I can find it here. The Eternal Jew. Bam, came out in 1940. But anyhow, in this film, the Jews are referred to as parasites all throughout the film, you know. It portrays the Jewish people as rats who bring parasites and plagues wherever they go. Remember how the Third Reich and Japan were allies / Axis, and how it just happens to be the Japanese year of the rat? Perhaps it's the year of God's chosen people. I mean, that's how I've been looking at it, and that's how this whole GbC series has started off, really, in the direction it's headed in, and what I'm focusing on. Anyways, guys, remember to subscribe. Check back for the next video, as it should be out soon, because I've already began making it. Just remember to check back, because they love taking you guys off my subscription list, subscribers list, whatever you want to call it. You know, you just gotta check. I should have a new video out soon. Like this video, comment if you want to, whatever. Anyways, you guys take care, and as we move toward a new world order, God bless. I'll catch you guys on the flip side.